Hello Aquarius, welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is Natalie and this is a special reading for single people looking for love for the months of June, July, and August. I've noticed that these readings I used to do for single people were pretty popular and I stopped doing them. So I've decided to take them up again, but to make them on a longer period than a monthly period. Simply because of light of time. I don't have all the time in the world. And I do want to go back to meeting the needs out there of the market space. So I'm going to start with the tarot, and here we go. So, dear Aquarius, you are in the Eight of Cups situation. And to me, that's a very good card to be in. Okay, so your kind of partner that you want or need, not want, but need in your life is the Eight of Cups, Eight of Swords, sorry. What you need to express is the Knight of Swords. When you need to give up is the Page of Swords. And what you must receive or be able to receive is the Queen of Pentacles. And how you're going to find love is with the Sun card. The bottom of the deck is the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is an energy of confidence, of being bold, affirmative, taking action on things. It's a Leo card as well, but essentially it's a very action, passionate, oriented character. So there's a lot of that in you at this point. It's another fixed sign just like you, Aquarius. So definitely you're on a, not a rampage, but you're focused, okay? You're focused, you're driven, you want to get somewhere. We have you in the Eight of Cups. So I like this card because this card means that you are now ready to put the past in the past. Leave your emotional baggage behind. You are now ascending. You're going to be climbing that mountain. You're ascending spiritually. You're going to probably free up some space in your heart, in your mind, as well as free yourself of it, all that extra baggage that you carried for some time. And now you're going to be ready for that Two of Cups, your cup and someone else's cup once you've reached the top. Okay? The kind of love you need in your life is the Eight of Swords. I don't see this card as being someone who's tied and bound up, but think of this person as being ultimately vulnerable. You need someone who's going to trust you entirely and probably trust their life. Trust that you will take care of them, or that you have their best intention at heart. That if, they were to be blind, that they could rely on you. If they were to be in a wheelchair, they could rely on you as well. Basically, they need to trust you. So that's the kind of person you need in your life. Someone that fully trusts you. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. What you need to express is your desires, your communications of desires and thoughts of whatever it is. You have tons of ideas. Being Aquarius, you have revolutionary ideas. You're thinking big all the time. And you need to share that. You need to actually share that with people. Take action on it, okay? What you need to give up is possibly... And I see this page, it's a Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is about initiating new thoughts. So maybe you need to let go of some of the strategizing, I can't say the word, the strategy planning or whatever that you're doing. Maybe you are stalking, because this is a stalking card too. So maybe you're like busybody looking at other people. What are other people doing? Or you're busy investigating things. And maybe this is not pertinent to your job. Maybe this is just a hobby you have. And it keeps you busy. Maybe too busy. Maybe too busy to even have time for someone else. Maybe all you're doing is searching the internet for all kinds of information. I don't know. Maybe you are that kind of person that is a walking encyclopedia about something, and you need to maybe park some of that aside so you have time to meet this new person. So that's what I'm going to leave it at that, okay? What you need to be able to receive now is the financial security and groundedness and nurturing from an individual. This Queen of Pentacles has got it all. She's a very loving queen. She's got full of abundance around her, but I think you need to be able to receive that and without feeling guilty about it. It's not like you're abusing. You just need to be receptive to receiving. You're most likely a giver. And because of your fantastic thoughts of thinking greater and planning for the universe, you tend to be like that. You think big and you're a giver in that perspective. But now you need to be receiving. You need to allow to receive. Because, after all, this person here is someone that should be able to trust you with their life, right? So you are good at that. You are good at managing that kind of personality or that kind of scenario. But you too need to receive. It doesn't necessarily mean this is coming from that person specifically, but it could be around their children or their parents or their entourage of people. Maybe this person comes from a very rich family and you'd be set for life if you were to be engaged with this person, but she requires a lot of attention. Maybe she is blind. I'm just saying that because she's blindfolded on here, but maybe she has some limitations with her abilities, physical abilities. But somehow, somewhere, this kind of fits in together. I know this is not for everybody, but I know this somehow, symbolically, this is someone that could really need your help, right? And needs your full support and needs to be able to be vulnerable with you. How you're going to find love is through being lighthearted, being happy, being bright, energetic, childlike in that spirit, not being boggled down by the world and the day-to-day, being happy-go-lucky maybe even. I think you do too much of this, too much of the Page of Swords, which I said is almost like you're an addicted person to information, or maybe you're on social media a little too much. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Or when you start looking into something like, for example, you're looking into COVID vaccines, maybe you are wanting to know everything, the latest minute about it. Maybe you need to park some of that aside, right? That's what I'm saying. Whatever, how it fits for you, okay? All right, so that was the how. Now let's see, where are you going to find this love? Where are you going to find this love, Aquarius? This loving person. Okay, this is the Six of Cups, and I think this has to do with you going back to a childhood area, maybe where your grandparents lived or your parents lived. Go back to your child home, your child city, I should say, your childhood city. Maybe it's someone from the past. Maybe it's the old country. I'm thinking here the old country. I don't know why, but maybe you are a third or second immigrant to North America, for example, and your parents are from somewhere, the old country, Europe, Asia, anywhere across the pond. Maybe you need to go back there to find someone, or maybe you'll find them there. Whatever it is, it's something related to the past, your ancestors or your past. Okay, that's where I see from this. Okay, so I'm going to pick a card from the Soul Journey. Oops, okay, well, it's that card. The Soul's Journey is courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. I don't see too many fears here, but maybe this strategy here of letting go of the past emotional baggage is a little tedious for you at this time, and you simply need a little bit of courage or a little bit of humph to get the strength to get on with it, right? Or maybe you'll need courage to be able to let go of the significant I don't know, I'm going to call it social media, Wikipedia, whatever it is, the significant research you're doing, and most likely through internet. I'm going to pick cards now for each month, so June, July, and August. June, July, and August. June, July, and August. Okay, we have one here, June. We have the Ten of Swords. We have July, Eight of Pentacles. In August, we have the Ace of Swords. Awesome. So Ten of Swords here is a really good card in this deck. You don't see the guy being stabbed 10 times, 10 swords in the back, but we see this girl facing the dawn rising. And it's a beautiful day. It's a new day. It's a new beginning. So it's a new beginning, new truths, new clarity. I think you're doing this exercise of walking away, leaving the past behind, having the courage to do so, and confronting maybe those inner painful situations that you've had to, put up with in the past, brings you to a different level. You're starting afresh. We have the Eight of Pentacles for July, and that to me is a card of hard work. So, through this transition, there's a lot of work that's involved with your inner work, but I also think this is going to be related to having to let go of the social media, like I called it. You're going to have to find different hobbies. And this is the first time I'm looking at this card and seeing this, but we have two different types of hobbies. When you look at this woman, she's looking on her right. It looks like a bunch of bowls with food in them. And on the left, and on the right, it's like books and papers and stuff like that. There's even plants. So you need to pick different hobbies, maybe. Occupy your time with different things, not just the one thing. Diversify your interests. Put your action towards that, your work towards that. Because you probably will find someone as well once you've, like I said, freed up some of your time, but also look into something new to do, right? You may find someone that way. Maybe it's not having to go abroad, but it's someone from abroad that now shares this new passion with you, that you're going to find them this way. But anyways, August, Ace of Swords. And this to me is like very focused energy that's coming out of your head. It's the answer to all the answers, all the questions you've had. It's, you get truth and clarity of mind in August. You've reached the summum. You have the answers. And August is Leo, okay? And this card, like I usually put them this way, but falls right below Leo. So it looks like things are going to be very clear to you in August. You're going to know exactly what you need to do, how you need to do it, and when you need to do it. Everything's going to be clear. All right, so I'm done with this part. Oh, I have to do Romance Angels. Romance Angels for you. We have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Look, she's smelling roses. That's not on the internet. That's getting grounded outside with the universe, Mother Nature, and taking some time out. So definitely I see that element here. We see that with this Queen of Pentacles, and being able to receive, most likely it's receive energies from the universe as well, from the Mother Earth. And we do see a plant on here too on this card. So these kind of align together. Maybe go outdoors a little bit more and find pleasure in being outdoors with Mother Nature. Okay, now I'm at the I Ching portion. And the I Ching is about extra messages, but I'm going to pick two cards. The first card is the energy, and then the second card will be the card that we will compare with the lines on the first card. And whatever lines are different, those are the lines of change that I need to write. I read you the message. So we have card number 30 and card number 1. Card number 30, what does that mean, card number 30? So I'm going to be reading out of the book, if you don't mind. I'm going to show you the card. And it says adhering and then /fire. Okay? All right, so adhering. The message is, when two forces mutually support one another, they achieve a greater effect than would be possible for each one acting alone. Two minds are better than one, right? Kind of the message here. You are currently in the vicinity of a complicated power struggle. Understand that even you cannot be impartial. Accept the given nature of mutual dependence. I like that. Remember, this person needs to trust you fully, and you need to be able to receive. Okay, so mutual dependence. Open up to the other forces and to relationships capable of bearing the strain. All of those involved live up to their individual challenges through mutual support. You should not question the importance of cooperation, even in relationships where there is less harmony. Adapt your ideas to the realities and use your energy to expand into new horizons. Okay, so it talks about collaboration and supporting one another. And I did talk about that earlier. So now for the lines of change. So line number 1 is the same. I need to read line number 2. 3 and 4 are the same, 5. So 2 and 5, those are the 2 lines I need to read. So line number 2, the message is, try to reduce the extremes in your actions. This creates harmony and will bring good fortune. So reduce the extremes. Like I talked about, the over internet use or social media or research. Line number 5. The message is, inner change is accompanied by psychological growing pains. You recognize the limited importance of desires and concerns. You recognize the limited importance of desires and concerns and endeavor to find a new approach to life. Interesting. Finding a new approach to life. And that's what we're seeing in these cards too. You need to become different. You need to become different. You got to change something, and you need to receive. And then, by being childlike and maybe not so much into the energy of learning, happy-go-lucky and not so structured, you will find what you're looking for. You'll be successful, it says. I really like this, so let me know how this resonated, definitely. We're going to go into the questions now. So I'm going to pull 3 cards for 3 questions that should be answered with a yes or no answer. Okay, that will be question number 1. Question number 2. Come on, question number 2. This card. Question number 3. This card. Okay, so if you haven't formulated your questions yet, just pause the video. Question number 1. The answer is a categoric no. Question number 2. The answer is yes, look for a sign. Question number 3. It is yes, success. All right, I hope you like this, Aquarius. You let me know. Leave me a comment, please. If you did resonate and like the video, give it a thumbs up as well. And if you haven't done so already, try subscribing to the channel. You'll be notified when I upload videos next time. So have a great summer. Enjoy the little bit of work that you need to do on yourself. And all the best finding the love of your life. Take care. Bye-bye.